Hello everyone! Today we're going to hear from Sarah, who recently moved with her family from the city to the countryside. Let's listen to her story and see how her life has changed. If you wish to, you can activate the subtitles below, or if you are looking for an extra challenge, try to follow the story without them. At the end, there is a short quiz about grammar choices that Sarah used.
Our journey began just a few weeks ago when my family and I made the big move from a busy city to this quiet farmhouse in the countryside. For years we had dreamed of finding a more peaceful life, but the timing was never right. Finally, after planning for a long time, we left our city home behind and arrived in the countryside, full of hope for a new start. Since the move, I have been adjusting to the many differences of my new life. I have always wanted to grow my own vegetables, and this little garden is my favourite spot in the house. I have already started planting a few seeds, excited to bring the garden back to life. I have been learning something new every day. While I once relied on nearby markets for food, now I find joy in growing my own. In the city, I was used to a faster pace, but here, everything feels slower and more intentional. I have begun noticing things I never paid attention to before. Since moving here, I have become more aware of nature. Every morning, I have been waking up early to the sounds of birds, a sound we rarely heard in the city. Even the silence here is different. In the city, we were always surrounded by the hum of traffic and people, but now I feel a calmness that I had never experienced before. I have also noticed changes in my family's routines. In the city, we were always rushing, hurrying from one place to another. Here, we have been spending more time together as a family. We eat meals at home, take time to talk, and have gotten used to a quieter life. I have already met new neighbours, something that didn't happen often in the city. I have started feeling more connected to people here, even though they live farther apart. The community is smaller, but I have found that neighbours in the countryside look out for each other in ways I hadn't experienced before. I feel grateful. Moving to the countryside has brought my family closer and given us a new perspective. In the city, I felt we were always rushing and rarely had time to connect with each other. But here, we have finally found the peace we were looking for. I haven't regretted the move. Although there are challenges, I have been feeling happier and more at home with each day that passes. The countryside has taught me to slow down and appreciate the simpler things.
So Sarah and her family have left behind their busy city life and have started a new chapter in the countryside. They have been learning to appreciate the quiet and have found joy in the little things. Now, it's time to check your understanding of past tenses in this story. Let's start with the first question. Which sentence describes an experience Sarah had when she first arrived in the countryside? The answer is A. Option A uses past simple, which describes a completed action at a specific time in the past, whereas option B uses present perfect, which indicates an action that began in the recent past and is relevant to the present. For this reason, A best matches the idea of an experience Sarah had when she first arrived, while B suggests a more recent, ongoing experience. Next question. Which sentence describes something that started before and is still continuing? The answer is A. Uses present perfect continuous, which implies an ongoing, continuous activity from the past up to the present. However, B uses present perfect, which implies a repeated or completed activity without focusing on continuity. The difference is subtle, but gives a different impression of how regularly and currently involved Sarah is with her gardening. Final question. How does Sarah feel about her decision to move? The answer is B. B uses present perfect, which suggests an ongoing state of satisfaction with the decision. It connects Sarah's feelings from the time of her move to the present, implying her satisfaction continues now, whereas A uses past simple, which is used to describe her feelings at a particular moment in the past. It focuses on a past point in time and doesn't comment on Sarah's current feelings. Now, it's your turn. Think of a time you made a big change. Can you describe it using the past simple, present perfect simple, or present perfect continuous? Share your sentence in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to practice the tenses we covered today. Like, share, and subscribe for more English lessons. See you next time.